Can messages in music subliminally make people perform heinous acts or convert them to be disciples of Satan? That was an actual genuine scare in the 1980s. There were whole committees and governments that were trying to legislate against it. The thought was that bands deliberately put in satanic messages, recording them backwards onto albums, and thereby would convince people to be converted to believe in the Antichrist. And it is true that in 1981, Venom put a backwards satanic message onto In League with Satan. But the accusations were more focused on other bands in the early 80s, such as Electric Light Orchestra or Styx or Led Zeppelin. The state of California went so far that they passed a law that mandated that you had to put a sticker on a record if there were any backwards messages on it. Arkansas tried to do the same in 1983. It actually passed their House of Representatives or whatever it's called, but a governor named Bill Clinton vetoed it and went back for another vote, but it didn't pass at that time. My favorite story in all of this is when Rob Halford of Judas Priest was in court to defend himself against having the words "do it" backwards on one of their songs. He said if this subliminal messaging actually would work, then he would include backwards messages that would say, "buy more of our records." And he also proved that one of their songs had the lyrics, "This is a peppermint, won't you please give me one?" The judge ruled that there was no evidence that any backwards messages on records actually made people do these things. The case was tossed out. But there are many, many, many records with backwards messages on them. Some of them are hilarious, and some of them are genuinely a backlash, I think, from that whole process. So a lot of metal bands actually put in some satanic messages backwards, but mostly to piss people off, I think. Paradoxically, with the exception of Venom, black metal bands don't really have backwards messages on the records. But I guess that's because they don't have to hide it by playing it backwards. They say it's straight, flat out. Do you have any of these favorite backwards messages mysteriously on one of your records? Let me know in the comments.